in the making. Take a second to listen. Better saying what you thinking. Put that money together, we all make it. Strategize, more patience. I was standing on the bleachers. Sitting down, I couldn't see shit. In the streets, I was teaching. It was wise.
Welcome to my brand new show, Unleashed and Released. I'm your host, Nene, and today we're here with
Kenyon Porter from Lakeland, Florida.
Alright. So, how old you was when you went to prison?
How old I was when I first went to prison?
Yeah.
I was 19.
19.
I was 19.
Okay, what you was convicted of? Or yeah, what you was convicted of?
Sales and possession.
Okay. What was your life like before you was incarcerated?
Before I was incarcerated,
Mm-hmm.
I lived in a project, single parent home, the rough of the rough.
Yeah.
I'm one of them. We grew up with Ray Lewis, hitting them in the kneecaps.
Yeah.
Type stuff.
Okay.
Calling him out to play. It was rough.
Yeah. What part of Lakeland you grew up in?
Right there in Washington Park.
Washington Park.
The Washington Park. The real bricks.
The bricks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So what activity were you involved in that led you to your incarceration?
Drugs, fast money, the wrong friends.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
What hold on, no. Never mind, don't worry about it. But when you was convicted, how you ended up getting caught up? How you got caught up?
well,
Like what was the process of that? Like
the process is somebody always cross you out.
yeah.
Them the only people can cross you out. It's got to be somebody you know. So somebody gain your trust and get you in a compromising position, however it may be. They trade your life for theirs.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
How much time? Well, let's go back a little bit. What year? I want to know what year this was.
Uh,
Say you was 19.
2019, maybe something like 2000, 2001, up in there.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
All right. So you said it was a friend that crossed you that led you to your arrest and your conviction.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, when you went through the court system, the court process, did you end up getting a plea deal or you ended up taking it to trial?
I took the plea deal. I took the plea deal because it's the risk is always, not always, but most of the time it's too great. But even if you didn't do it, whether you did it or didn't do it, the risk be too great.
Yeah.
The risk be too great because all it take is an officer word. You seen it for years and years, still to this day on TV. We can see the police dead to the wrong, and they'll be explaining why they're right.
Yeah.
And so you don't ever really want to go through that with your life.
Yeah, exactly. That's real.
So it's better to give up a finger or a thumb.
Yeah. Then
your torso.
Yeah, okay. How much time they was trying to offer you if you would have took it to trial?
If I would have took it to trial, 15 years.
15.
15 years.
Okay.
So, they throw you the bait first to probation.
Mm-hmm.
Walk in, walk out, probation. I'll be down there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. You already violated whenever she get ready.
You had ended up trying. You tried probation.
You a yo on a yo. Yes, ma'am. You a yo on the string.
Yeah.
I got the probation. Violated that two or three times. Out of here. Prison. First felony.
Yeah.
Yep. And once you get that mark, you got the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
You got the mark of Cain. You walking the earth around here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, so how long did you say you didn't, they offer you, you violated probation the third time, they sent you up the road, but you when you was going through the court system, you said they offered you the 15 years, but you ended up, what your real sentence was.
My real sentence ended up being a year and a day.
Okay.
My first sentence, my first adult prison sentence, a year and a day. I had already did a couple county jail vacations. And this is my first prison sentence. So
Okay.
I go up the road, I get unbelievably sick. I lose like 120 pounds in 4 months. I lose a pound a day.
Dang.
Till finally they sent me to the hospital, figured out it was my kidneys. And I had got real low, almost died. That's when I really first had my first intervention with God for real.
Okay.
Like my kidneys was shutting down and they couldn't figure out what it was. And the scales and my skin had started drying up so bad it was scales popping out all over me. And I was so little, I looked like a lizard, like a real lizard.
Yeah.
You can't imagine me at like 130 pounds soaking wet. That don't fathom your mind. You know what I mean? But when I shrunk down, people called me and they say, well, we don't know what's wrong with you. We don't know nothing else to give you but an AIDS test. That just scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Man, I'd rather die. Don't let me die like that. Don't let me die with the
And
nasty man disease.
Don't
Don't take me out like that in
and this the early 2000s.
Yeah, don't take me out in shame. You know.
the nasty man disease.
Yeah, everybody you came in contact with, they head down.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I pray, Lord, please come back HIV negative. You know, negative, negative, negative. They still couldn't really figure out. Then they said, oh, okay, it's your kidneys. You ever been diagnosed with? Long story short, they took me to Shands Hospital up there in Jacksonville. They chained me to the bed. I was delirious. I had lost a lot of blood. They gave me 2 pints of blood. And I stayed there for a couple of weeks. Every day the doctors used to come in and ask me how I'm doing. And I used to tell them that I'm doing horrible. I feel bad all over. And they could never stick me because I had lost a lot of weight. So much weight, my veins weren't no good. So they got ready to put me on dialysis. And at the time, my mind wasn't functioning right because I was having kidney failure. So I couldn't remember who my mama was, who my daddy was, or sometimes I couldn't remember who I was. All I knew was I was 100% certain that this was a jail. Because I was
they ain't had no, you ain't had no,
because I was strapped to the bed. So I was 100%. So when I wake up, sometime I don't know why I'm in jail. And I just pray it wasn't about the dream type stuff.
Yeah.
So long story short, when they got ready to give me my first dialysis, I told them, hey, they wanted me to sign a waiver. I was like, hey, I don't remember who my mama is, but I just know whoever she is, she told me, before you cut on me, to call her. Call her. Call my mama.
Call my mama.
You don't want to call her? I don't know who she is. You need to call her. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. There was a little Chinese lady come in. She convinced me. She said, if you don't get this, you're going to die. I said, okay, I signed it. When they come get me and they take me downstairs to get the dialysis, when the Chinese doctor looked at me, he said, wow, you young. Take off your coat. When I take off my coat, and he turned around when I take off that gown, and he seen all that skin flapping, that lizard skin, he screamed, oh, man. Wow. How much weight you lost? I said, like 120, maybe 130. Wow. How fast? I told him, like 4 months. He said, I don't know who ordered you to get this dialysis, but it ain't going to work. The tube ain't going to hold. You don't lost too much weight too fast. He said, tube won't even work. So if you go out, you out. The tube ain't gonna do nothing make you bleed out right now.
Dang.
I screamed. Like, you know what? I knew that.
They still ain't called your mama?
There ain't nobody still called my mama. My mama never knew I was sick. She never. When I came home, oh, they cried. They cried.
How long you was up the road before they found out you was sick?
They ain't really found out I was sick till like the last 2 months I was in prison.
This was when you were serving that year and a day.
So that's a long time though.
Yeah.
To be sick a month and your family not to know.
Yeah.
To lose 120 pounds at the first 30, it should have been a red alert. The average person don't got 30 pounds to lose.
Exactly.
Before it get critical.
Yeah.
But when it got to 60, it should have, but it is what it is, and and right before they got ready to send me to that dialysis, I was looking for a way to kill myself. Because I was chained to that bed, I was miserable. I had been in that bed.
You still delusional at this point? Like
No.
You came to and figure out who you was, who your mama was, your daddy, and all that?
Yeah, and I'm just, one thing I know for certain, I can't take this no more.
Yeah.
I'm getting poked. The doctors keep coming in. I'm chained to the bed. My bowels ain't acting right. I'm just tired.
Something gotta give.
Look, I read the whole Bible, back and forth, and to and fro, and up and down, and sideways.
Yeah.
Facts. Right then, I told the Lord, take me. He refused. The next day, the man came in, told me I was doing better. He did that for a week straight, told me every day I was doing better. And then he told me I was going back to prison. You all better now. He say, the medicine we gave you helped. I said, I ain't take that medicine. The medicine you gave me what had people digging in my ass with a shovel. Trying to get the bowel movement out.
Yeah.
Like rocks. Iron. You trying to give me iron and it ain't working right. I'm dehydrated.
Yeah.
It wasn't working right. So boom. Hey, he saved me. I know he saved me.
Oh.
Look at me. I'm 255 pounds. I was 20-some years old. He said in 5 years I needed dialysis. Shit. It's 25 years later now. I want to feel alive. But anyway, that was my first intervention with God. And I got out, doing what they do. Got back in the street. Next time I ain't go back to the county. I went to the Fed.
What you ended up, when you got out, what you ended up doing the same thing you went in the first time for? Like serving and all that?
Like a dog, I returned back to the vomit.
Yeah.
So, got back in the street, blew up, money got to my head. Once again, friend come across me. There's a bouncer working at Club Catalina in Lakeland named Tread. And, we grew up with Tread. Tread was an OG. Tread was a real hardcore nigga. Anyway, Tread come set me up. He buy 1 cookie, then he buy 2 cookies, 3 cookies, 4 cookies. The whole time he working for the FBI. And long story short, they came and got me. And, I was going to get 14 years. But I decided to call my homeboy and warn him and tell him that who was setting people up, and that, they said if I ain't do it, then one of our other partners was going to do it. And well, because I did that, they gave me an extra 7 or 8 years, like 7 years, 10 months, because I did that. So I ended up with 262 months, 21 years, 10 months.
Dang.
So, and the crazy thing about that was, I had to look that judge in the face and tell him thank you. He could have gave me life.
Yeah.
He could have gave me natural life.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And this is God having truth. This what this man told my mama. This what he told my niece.
Yeah.
My niece cried. She was 11, 12, whatever, 13 years
Y'all was
old.
close.
Whatever. Yeah, her daddy dead. I'm her daddy.
Okay.
So, you know, she pleading with the judge. It's the only father I know. Quasi, squaze, this and that. He take care of me.
Not tripping.
My mama say, this the only son I got. We're a little hickey nut of a family. We can't stand it.
Yeah.
And the judge told my mama, no, first he told my niece, little girl, I understand your uncle's been a role model for you, but he's horrible. Everything he ever bought you been from drug proceeds. He's never had a job, never even filed an income tax check.
Why would he say that to an 11-year-old child?
Hey, listen, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
gangster.
Yeah.
He finna burn me, and he telling you in your face, well, I'm finna smoke this nigga boots. Finna tell you now. Like I say, Judge Whittemore say, you need to find you another role model. I'm sorry. And ma'am, you're a hard-working citizen. I see you've been working over 40 years. Taxpaying citizen. It's not your fault, ma'am. He's been arrested over 50 times. Albeit, the majority of it, misdemeanor hogwash BS get dropped. But it's the principle. He said that, you know, this makes, you know, you keep getting in trouble with the law, that makes you a career criminal. Normally, I just come right on out and give a person like you life. You fit the bill. Over 50 times. But I see you got a nice supporting cast here. Some people, you know, a foundation when you get out, you know.
Yeah,
my whole family there now.
Yeah.
They rocking.
Yeah.
I'm standing there, crocodile tears, snot bubble.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you thank you.
What made you say thanks at that moment?
Because if you don't rely on the stuff you really know, if whatever you know, your blueprint, your pipes, your wiring, that's what you're going to fall to in a crisis. I'm helpless.
Yeah.
I'm helpless. I missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
On the phone. That's dead. What you get to do, you know, you get to eat, you know, I'm on the cross. You got me, miss. And, you know, you don't hit me with the thing, but it's true enough, man. You could have gave me life. I got a lot of numbers, but I got a number. If something happened, I'm in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
If anything happened with the law, this law is fucked up.
Yeah.
The law was crafted and created for black men. And if you say they called it the crack law when they changed it. And the basis of it is tobacco is illegal. But if they was giving out a life sentence for chewing tobacco, for a minor to use tobacco is illegal. If he get a life sentence for chewing tobacco and he get probation for cigarettes, well, you'll say, hold on, only majority white kids chew tobacco. No black children ain't chewing no tobacco.
I see what you're saying.
You trying to get my kids.
Yeah.
And at the time, wasn't no white boys selling crack, but number of blacks.
Right.
It was a targeted law. And look.
That started in the 80s, though.
It started in the 80s.
That war on drugs. War on drugs.
It started in the 80s. So, bam. Yo. They gave me that. And I had to tell him thank you. And he told my mom it wasn't her fault. Told my niece, you know, basically it ain't. And I told him thank you.
Yeah.
But God.
Nobody but God.
But God.
Right. How old you was when they hit you with that time?
I want to say I was 26.
26. So yeah, I've been home after that year and a day for a good little while, huh?
Look, I in and out the county now.
Yeah. Yeah, you said 50. You done been in 50 times now. Over 50 times is what the judge
That's
told
what the
you.
judge
So,
said.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. In between all
juvenile.
that time, yeah. That's 7 years. In 7 years, you been in jail 50 times.
You know,
Over
but
50
I
times.
started getting in trouble. I'm like 12, 13.
Yeah.
I caught my first case extorting this little white boy in school. On God.
Yeah.
Took your granddad to watch. Told him
Dang.
he had to pay me for that. And when he didn't want to pay, I broke it.
Dang. That's
Problem
wild.
child, disturbed, angry.
Yeah.
Anger don't get you nothing. World don't give a damn. They gonna pin that diaper up. They gonna handle you.
Yeah.
They gonna handle you. They got this thing called a penitentiary. It ain't like talking about it. Nah. They killing people in state prison, but in the penitentiary,
Yeah.
they gonna hold you in this room for 5 and 6 months at a time. And the first 2 or 3 days when you come out, somebody gonna get stabbed and killed again, and you ain't gonna have no. You just stuck in the room. You writing letters. Your family coming. You can't see. You arguing with people arguing under the door. They waiting to kill people.
Dang.
Look, seriously, you get to come out less than 2 months a year.
You in the hole that much?
No, at the whole prison, just federal penitentiary. Google it. Google it.
I
I
don't want to
mean,
Google it. Tell me.
I'm telling you, like lockdown is lockdowns and murders. Lockdown and murder. The police, inmates, everybody getting it.
This ain't prison. This federal.
It's federal.
Where you was at?
I started out at Coleman Medium. I messed that up, sneaking drugs into the institution. I got caught getting drugs into the institution, and then look.
This Florida?
This Florida. This right down there in Coleman, Florida.
Coleman, Florida.
And look,
okay.
God saved me again. I got caught bringing drugs in the institution. Lord Jesus saved me. I'm already messed up. They don't gave me 21 years, 10 months.
And you doing the same thing you was doing out
hold on, man. Hold on now.
Go ahead.
But when you in pain,
yeah,
because you in pain, you think it's okay to not follow rules, to be rebellious, and do it your way. When you're in pain, when you feel that certain fire in your heart or your mind, that gives you leeway to act foolishly.
Right.
But but God, age and wisdom, I could just sit back and say, hey man, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Look, you can say, look, everybody say they no pressure till they get it. Everybody a champ till they get hit.
Pressure bust.
Everybody a killer till they get shot.
Yeah.
Everybody that to it happened to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a person who ain't never had at least a decade on top of them, don't, for as a system wise, you don't know pressure at all. If you don't know what a decade feel like, you don't know what pressure is. When you leave your little girl and you come back, she bleeding with titties and booty and John chasing around.
Something you didn't even get to teach her about before she got there.
Look at me. In and out the juvenile system, in and out the county jail. I ended up did like 11 on that stroke, got out, messed up, caught 5 on the violation, did 3 in the state, 3 more in the fed on the violation, so I ended up doing like 5 or 6 on the violation. Man, hey, a real boogie monster. It been a real boogie monster dance. But I say this, I live my whole life to tell a young man something real. Yeah. Every day. Every day I go out there, well, at least 3-4 days a week, go out there just to tell my team something real. Just to tell them that it's bigger than football. Just to tell them that having courage is going to roll over into other things. When you don't know how you're going to do it, but you just stick to the system.
Yeah. You
just stick to the plan. You just stick to the blueprint. So, and hey, got a lot of, like you say, you're looking for people who doing stuff good. Hey, I'm glad you see it as good. Hey, it's just one little step. Because when God been so good to you and you owe so much,
I look at it as being good because it's the smaller things that count in the end. You may have done your thing back in the day, but your story can lead them kids to a different path, you know. And all it takes is one kid to listen. All it takes is one kid to listen. Somebody else might not think that what you're doing is not enough. They want more out of you. They see more in you that you can be doing more. But sometimes it takes small steps to get to where you need to be. And I look at you out there with my son, so I appreciate that. You know what I mean? You're trying. So that's why I was like, I started this and somebody told me about you. So I'm like, okay, let me holler at him, see what he say.
hey,
It's the
look,
small thing. Just it may not coaching them kids. Some of them may listen, some of them may not. But you out there every day, faithfully, making sure them kids learn football and whatever else on the side you teach them. And
right.
I
I
appreciate
really be
that.
trying to teach them morals and how to be an upright man. You don't want to be too righteous and you don't want to be no wicked dude.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, but I'm glad you stopped me. I hope to get a chance to come back and talk to you again, maybe mid season. See what we got going on here. See what we got developing out here at the Lakeland Lumberjacks.
Hold on. Don't end my interview that fast. You gotta go.
Mm-mm.
Hold on then, cause you giving good stuff. Let me give you another question. So let's go back to you said in the feds you was telling us that they soon as you get there they waiting to kill somebody. What or they waiting to do anything to
Well,
you?
I'll tell you like this. In the feds, people get it twisted. You hear the feds real sweet? Some of it. Look, you got a colored water fountain, you got a white water fountain.
Yeah.
And that don't mean that the white people get to drink out the white water fountain over there. Because in the federal penitentiary, the most vicious killers it is the white Aryan nation. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Cold killers. White boys.
You witness any of it?
Yeah. They ain't never coming home. It ain't, look, whenever you mess around and let them get 2 men on the yard, they killing niggas for fun. Ain't no more
This in the
like
panhandle?
panhandle. In the Fed, we talking about
You said
Arizona.
Coleman.
But
Oh,
we talking about Arizona now.
you in Arizona?
No, I'm gonna tell you where I went. I went to Coleman. I went to Edgefield. I went to Coleman LCI. Coleman LCI, Florida. I went to Edgefield Penitentiary, South Carolina. I went to Atlanta Penitentiary, USP Atlanta. I went to Jessup Medium. I went to Beckley, West Virginia. I EOS from Beckley, and when I went back on violation, I went to Mariana. Yeah, they got a nice plantation ship to move you around.
Nice
Look,
plantation ship.
yeah, they got big old planes to move you around, fly you around.
So let me ask you, because I don't want nobody to be confused, because I'm kind of you saying as far as violations, you weren't getting back out on the streets. They were just shipping you to a whole nother
No, they were just like, you know, break up 12 years.
yeah.
Couple over here.
Yeah.
Got messed up over here.
So they ship you over there.
Go over here.
Mm-hmm.
Do good. Get an honor transfer over here. Go over here. Something happen. They need bodies over here. They just move you around because you theirs.
Yeah.
Now go over there. And you know, you just a slave in transit. Plantation to plantation.
These ain't no private things. I know you said
No,
federal, but is it any of them private?
not a penitentiary.
It's all
It's all government ran.
okay.
It's all horseshoes and hand grenades. It's all death, mayhem, murder, and politics. That ain't what nobody want to be. And now, when the young people, it used to be all the old heads were there and they would control stuff.
Mhm.
Now, they send the young people there. As soon as they get off the bus, seriously, these cats got 300-400 years.
Dang,
300-400 months all the time. That's the average sentence is like 400 months.
that's a long
The
time.
average sentence. You understand?
Yeah.
You ain't going home. That you ain't going home to a person. Going, you know.
Yeah. So when you, let's say your first time going to the feds, um how did that affect you mentally and emotionally?
Mentally and emotionally. It was devastating because in my mind, it wasn't that serious. It ain't that serious. Now all of a sudden I'm in a straitjacket and I can't get out.
Yeah.
This don't supposed to happen. You supposed to get a player or a bond.
Right. Right.
This don't supposed to happen. What you mean? That's it? Game over? Ejected? What? How you gonna kick me out the game 20 years? Hey, I just got in the game. I ain't been in the game 20 years. How you gonna kick me out the game 20 years?
Yeah.
It's like you suspend my license for 5 and 10 years. I ain't never had a license. How you gonna give me? You know what I mean? But hey, next play, they pressed it because they pressed play. You know, but God, and like I say, so we here, and I can say that because I don't got a how they say, I don't got a dog in the fight.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
got a dog in the fight.
Did you have to get a lawyer or you took a public defender?
Uh, I started out with a public defender, then I hired this Jewish girl named Donna K. Rose out of
Lock
Clearwater.
the door.
I hired her. She hit me up for about 40 bands. Waste some money.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
told
because
me to keep
she
my
gave
money.
you 20,000.
Look, they told me to keep my money. They told me to keep my money. But anyway, boom. That and hey, I just I wish more men would show up. You ain't got to get out there and direct no traffic. Just come out there and look at your son. Just come out there and look at him so I can point to you and tell you, but he can make somebody proud watching him. That make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody care about him watching him. That make a difference.
That
They got a
definitely
different
do.
sense of pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. But with these kids, I ain't gonna lie. Whoever been doing this, they cut like that. It's a hard job.
Mm-hmm.
These little jokers rough.
They is.
What?
The age group you with, they definitely is.
What?
It's the age group.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm at a bar. What? Who said that? What you talking about?
Yeah. I
They
already
got
know.
it. They got it popping over there.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, we tightening down on them. Tightening down on them
Yeah.
because it's that's what it's by. It's by discipline and hey, making better men for tomorrow.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
Making better men for tomorrow. If it ain't football, just an avenue. It's just a hangout. You just get a uniform to go out here and play. 9.5 out of y'all gonna do something else in life.
And they'll be in high school next year.
They'll be in high school next year. They might not even want no parts of football.
Yeah.
When they find out what them people want,
They gotta be able to handle that pressure. Like you said, you ain't when it comes to that football, you willing to lift these weights, you willing to run up and down this field, you willing to do what you gotta do.
look, it's more the mind to it.
Yeah.
Are you willing to ignore your friends, the distractions? Even right now as an adult, your attention, the light you hold in your mind on anything, the longer you hold it, the faster and the better the manifestation comes. So at a young age, if you can get them to focus on anything, it's a start.
Mm-hmm.
Half of y'all ain't made to be playing no bumper cars with your head. You know, man told me one time, he said, when I remember I was young, I thought about it. Somebody said, you know what? For $1 million, I get in there with Mike Tyson. I thought about that. I'm not finna let you shoot at my head for nothing. It got to be something something better for you to do.
Yeah.
So this just football is a baby. For the money that's going on now with this technology, football a baby.
Yeah.
You get a $10 million contract, you ain't getting before. Look what you done been through.
They got something, I don't know what it's called, but my nephew was telling me about it. They got something for high school kids, like they can get paid. I don't know
Now
what
I
it's
know
called.
for college. I know for certain college.
College. It could be. I could be wrong. It could
But
be
look,
college.
high school's gonna find a way to get in the mix. But they already been in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
They already been in the mix. It was just those who was more aggressive had the better players.
Yeah.
The proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put nobody out there, but the proof in the pudding. Anybody who constantly winning, high school or definitely a college level with the money, it's because they know how to spread it. They know how to get the players they want.
Mm-hmm. They're good recruiters.
They know how to go out here and pull up and let your mama hold the lease car and
They flashy.
to the whatever.
Yeah. So when you was in the feds though, what was a typical day like for you?
When I was in the Fed, my my first 3 years, well,
You want some water?
mm-hmm.
I got you. There you go.
My first 3 years was all party. I wake up in the morning getting high. I go to sleep getting high. I ain't have no job. I just go to the rec yard, hang out, get high. I can't think straight. I got 20-something years. I'm 20-something years old. I got 20-something years. I can't think straight. If anything go wrong, you getting deep in Jurassic Park. And people ain't making it. People, a lot of people go to the penitentiary, they don't make it home.
Yeah.
It's almost like a living graveyard.
Cause you
You
said
go
they
there,
already in there getting stabbed up, ready to kill somebody, anybody.
police scared. Facts.
Yeah.
Police have so much respect in them. Yes, sir. No, sir.
They got to. I
Can
ain't
you
trying to. I
please?
got a family to go home to.
Please, not today. Please. No,
That's
the
wild.
shift is almost over, sir.
Dang.
But first 3 years were party. Wake up in the morning, do it. Some very few officers ran you out the dorm back then. Uh, because the more serious the prison you at, the more laid back the police is. So, but after that, the next 8 years was all classes. I went to college.
Okay, that's
I
what's
made a
up.
college.
Yeah.
I called. Look, it's my own college. I had to make it. Like I had to take business 1, business 2. What you teaching? Spanish 1, Spanish. What you teaching?
You speak Spanish?
Piquito.
Poquito. Just a little. Just a little.
Piquito. Enough to get by. I bet you that. I bet I know when you. I bet I know when you talking that talk.
That's
I
real.
bet I know when you trying to slide one in.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the prison I was at, it was these guys. They was in the Nation of Islam, and it was almost like a college.
Hmm.
That's what they called it. They called it a mystery school.
Okay.
And the reason they call it a mystery school is because all the great mystics went to school.
Right.
Moses went to school. He learned in the house of Pharaoh. They had the mystery school. Pharaoh. Only his kids could go. That's how Moses got in there.
Okay.
He went there for 40 years. Jesus went to school.
Went to school.
That's why when he came back, he was learning and teaching
Teaching
still.
stuff, right?
You
That's
know?
right. They don't tell you that. They don't. Side story though. They don't tell you that
Right.
in the Bible. Yeah.
We know Moses was learning all the ways of the Egyptians.
Mm-hmm.
We know. You understand? We know when them girls saw him that they went and told their daddy they saw an Egyptian. The Egyptian boy helped them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we know Moses looked like an Egyptian.
Mm-hmm. But he up that river. He from up that river.
Yeah, but one thing about it though, you from right around here. If your daughter come in here and say, no, or better yet, if your son come back too soon from the store and with too much stuff, and you say, where you get all this stuff for? It's a nigga bought it. Then you definitely know he saw a black man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, right.
So when them daughters came and said, it was an Egyptian, daddy, one of them,
Mm-hmm.
that's what he was telling. So that's how we know who Moses was. That's why we know he go to a different school. It really wasn't meant for him.
Yeah.
And this school that they were teaching in, man, they were teaching all type of stuff.
Yeah.
Anything you want to know, they wasn't ducking red. And they were sharp, and I thank God for them because they helped a lot of people. And you think it don't matter until you get out and fuck around and pull up to the podium and you pop the hood and you find out your motor big, bad, and fast. And another nigga ain't had no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So he ain't got no square inches in his computer. He can't go but so far
Yeah.
in certain things, but different folks with different jobs.
Yeah.
Right?
What did it say? Different strokes for different folks.
Right, but I got a better way to put it to you.
Go ahead.
Jesus say, what he say? Come, throw down your net. I'm gonna make you a fisherman of men, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now you know you don't catch a catfish with what you catch a bass with.
Mm-hmm.
You know a shark will fish too, right?
Yeah.
And the goldfish and the clownfish, he say he want them all.
Yeah.
But it's different bait for different fish.
That's real.
I like my job.
This my bait right here.
Look, these little tough want to be hard Negroes. I want you to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to know you soft as cotton first to get hard.
Yeah.
You got to know it.
That balance, ain't it though?
You got to line it up.
Yeah.
You got to look yourself in the mirror and be ready to die for what you believe in to get hard. That's the only way to get hard. It ain't got nothing to do with size, nothing to do with muscle. It's all about dedication and focus.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to get them to understand, how to get around. You got to be ready to go at a different speed.
Yeah.
I don't want to go where y'all going. Like the planet Earth, she going so fast. 1,037 and 1/3 mile per hour around the sun, right? It's
Yeah.
spinning. If she don't go that fast, the meteoroids knock off her course. So when you're moving slow, you sometimes when you're moving too slow, that's what you give time for distraction.
Yeah.
And that's our biggest problem out there now. Distraction. Too much time in
It's
between.
definitely a lot of distractions. A lot of distractions for sure. I wanted to you say your first 3 years. I wanted to ask you about that. Like you said, it was all a party for you. Was you still trying to cope with that time?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Oh, look, I'm stuck. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. And it's crazy.
You didn't get back into that suicidal state that you did in the begin in the hospital, did you?
Uh-uh.
Oh, good. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right.
Mm-mm.
All right.
No. That
Go ahead. Go ahead.
mm-mm. That never came across my mind.
Good. That's what's up. Okay.
Because I just knew, even at 22, the reason I took the plea and did not go to trial at, no, I take that back. If I was 25, 26, if I did every day, I'd be out red now. This would be my first time getting out. You still got out.
Yeah.
Still got strength in your bike.
Yeah. Still can push on.
Facts.
Yeah.
A lot of
And
life.
that go back to what you saying. Thank you for the time that he did give you, because you could still be in
I
there now.
mean, if that man would have gave me the L, it would have been all that much harder to get it up off you. Fight through the court system, this, that, the third. All it still would have been more time you had to do.
Yeah.
Hey man, like I say, but God, man. The president, the Congress changed laws. This is facts.
Yeah.
This is
And
this is
a lot of laws have been changed throughout the years, especially those laws where people being wrongly convicted
yeah, after you
and
don't squeeze all the blood out
through
me
that DNA. Yeah. That
and you
DNA.
can't give it back.
Yeah.
That's how they did us.
Yeah.
Even when I went for sentencing on the when I went for sentencing on the violation, he said it. Well, the law don't change. I don't gotta give you this adjustment,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna give it to you because you probably gonna get it anyway.
Now you got to give it to me because it's the law.
Because it's the law, and I already done did too much.
Yeah.
You took a pebble and made a mountain.
Yeah.
But yup.
Okay.
What else? Give me another question.
All right. You elaborate so good. I just want to make sure you get it all out. But what's the hardest thing you had to endure in there? Like, what's the hardest thing you went through and during that time?
Group punishments and group politics.
Group punishment and group politics. Okay,
Yes.
what's
The
group
facility
punishment?
putting on group punishment. Group politics mean something somebody else could do could cost you your life. No matter about what you into, ain't into, all that.
Yeah.
Something your partner do, one of your partners, one of your in the feds, you either in a gang or you in a state. You either in a gang or you in a state.
Yeah.
So I wasn't in the gang, I was in a state. So if somebody from Florida do something crazy, it could, it's gonna. If it's any type of repercussions, anybody in Florida could be getting caught up in it,
Yeah.
wherever it go down. And if you don't,
And this between all the inmates.
right, and if
Okay.
you don't, like, if you don't go with the homie and he going through it with some of these fellas from out of state or whatever, and it's 2 or 3 of them, or if it's 6 of them on that one, or 10 of them on that one, and it's just you and you don't go with him, you might well go on up there and tell the man you can't be on his yard. Because you can't come back around us, we gonna run you off the yard.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fuck I got to do with that?
For real.
The fuck, nigga, my mama coming down here Saturday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, goof ass, the fuck you getting them niggas shit? The fuck you got going on?
Yeah. Why
But
you
you in
involving
it.
me? Yeah.
Man, I got a job. I go to the chapel every Sunday, man. I'm trying to tell you my life.
Yeah.
The fuck?
So did being that you state and you're not part of the gang related affiliations, did they ever try you in that way? Like, did they ever try to get at you any type of way for something that somebody else did that had nothing to do with you? Did they ever try that like that?
Now,
with
see,
you in particular?
when I was at Edgefield, my last 9 months there, I was a shot caller. When I was at Beckley, I was a shot caller. And what that mean is, when there's something going out on the yard, when it's a problem or it's tension, it's a group of people that's like, you know, designated, group elected to deal with the politics.
Uh-huh.
Do we got to fight y'all? Do we got to pay y'all? Do y'all got to pay us? Whatever got to happen? Can we just squash this?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I was telling another guy who I interviewed named Ja about you mentioned Shot Caller. It's a movie called Shot Caller on Netflix. You got to check it out. But that's a whole nother story. It's
Okay.
good. But yeah, it's pretty good. You mentioned the different kind of, what did he say? Different kind of punishments or
Yeah, like group punishment.
yeah.
I mean,
What's the
listen.
you got the
If the Serenos stabbed in the Thanios,
Serenos and Nathaniels? That's a real thing.
oh God, listen,
Serenos.
that is almost a heavenly war.
That's that's those two gang
Them is 2
groups.
Mexican gangs in the federal penitentiary, and it's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
The Border Brothers, the Pisces, the MS-13s.
I heard of the MS-13s.
Look, Ma, it's smoke. When I see you, you see me, it's smoke. Anywhere.
Yeah.
When you get off the bus, contact. Blang, 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 blah, 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 blah. Lay down on the ground. This is an institutional emergency. Boom!
They throwing the smoke bombs out.
Yeah, they shooting rubber bullets. And they aiming at your head.
Dang. What's the other punishment you had mentioned?
I mean, that is the group punishments, the lockdowns. That's what it is.
Okay.
2 people got in a fight. You got 2,000 inmates locked down because he was white and he was black.
Yeah.
Because he was a blood and he was a Crip. Or he was this type of blood and he was that type of blood. You got 2,000 people locked down. For how long? No phone. No hot food. No shower.
For how long though? What's the is it
Months
days?
at a time.
Months?
Months at a time till they get the investigation straight. What is the investigation but some niggas slide notes under the door? Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, months.
You holding the bitch in the room for months.
And they just bring you food, whatever.
A grown ass man, you got him trapped in a little ass room. You get him 2 bags a day and 1 little ass hot tray.
What's inside the bag?
4 pieces of bread, Uh, sometimes the meat gonna change here and there. Might be bologna, might be turkey, might be cat food, whatever, and it's gonna be a peanut butter jelly and an apple and a chip, and that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Dang.
That's a wrap. And when they on lockdown like that, they punishing you so you can't buy. They only gonna
Yeah,
let you
you
buy
can't too.
hygiene,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes they won't let you buy hygiene.
Dang.
But they're trying to punish you. They're trying to make you suffer
Suffer. Mm-hmm.
for what y'all get them straight then,
Yeah.
and that's slave mentality.
And that make you not want to go back, ain't it?
I mean,
Do you think that's the goal with them, or you think it's a control thing?
that's a control thing.
For sure.
It's how they break the slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't run, cause Master gonna beat us. Y'all do not fight, cause Master gonna beat all of us.
Okay.
It's manipulation.
Yeah.
It's making them do your work. So once I get all y'all, when he get ready to run, you gonna let me know. I'm still lock all y'all down.
Yeah. Dang. That's tough. Months at a time. That's tough. As far as violence go, like, of course you said it's a lot of violence. What's the worst violence you witnessed? I witnessed.
The first ride I was in when I was in the feds was at Edgefield, and long story short, they had this thing called a 10-minute move, where they would open the compound up every hour for 10 minutes, and inmates could walk across the compound to other places. But I told you, the more serious a prison is, the more laid back it is.
Yeah.
The more laid back the officers is, because the more cognitive and conscious the inmates are. Like, hey, look, bitch, you going home today unless you fucking with me, ho.
Then you ain't going nowhere.
Or fuck it, I'm gonna make you hit that button, bitch.
Yeah. What's the button?
Distress, officer in distress.
Okay. They got them on the wall, or they got them on
Man, they
their
got them on the
person?
belt, they got them on their
On
person.
their person.
You know what I mean? And anyways, it's laid back, but
Yeah.
back to the ride. So, but instead of the compound staying open 10 minutes, it'll stay open 30 minutes almost until the next hour roll over, 45 minutes. So, long story short, a Mexican and a Crip get into a fight. They go into the room to talk, and the Mexican went up on urban lingo. Let's talk don't mean let's talk. Let's go in the room and talk. Mean let's go in the room and pow, because we can talk here.
Yeah.
Anyway, he went in the room. The Crip crippled him. The Mexican started to pile up at the door, and it was this big old black dude.
You said he was a Crip?
Yeah, he was a Crip, and one of his homeboys was watching the door, and he started beating Mexicans up that was trying to get in the room, and he was knocking their ass out left and right. But the Mexicans, look, they kept coming like ants.
They in there. You said there's a bunch of them in there.
Listen,
all
it's
that
always 400 to 600 of them on every compound.
Yeah.
Always. You ain't going to a federal compound where it ain't 400 Mexicans.
Yeah.
You ain't going.
They heavily gang involved though.
It might not be 400 white people. It might not be 400 black people. But I guarantee you it's going to be 4 or 5 or better 100 Mexicans.
Okay.
And when it come time to go to war against any Negro, they coming together to try to crush you completely.
Yeah.
Annihilate you. Show communist force against you.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, long story short, inside of that ride, I seen them. It wasn't all that, violent. Like they just keep stabbing him, but they were just kicking him, and his eyes had came out his socket.
Ooh.
One eye, they was hanging out his socket, and they were just kicking him and kicking him and kicking him. And I was like, I had to stop the fight. Stop! I had to jump on top of his body to stop them from kicking it.
Yeah.
So when they did, and the crazy thing about this is a long fight.
Of course.
We
You
are
said it's a bunch
tired.
of 'em.
Listen,
Yeah.
we tired of fighting. It's brooms, mops, dreads, gold teeth, cowboy hats,
Yeah.
burritos,
Burrito.
I'm saying, microwaves everywhere. Knives, locks, socks.
He ain't had nobody there to fight with him, like
Who?
the black dude.
We came together.
It's just y'all. All right, you got the one
It
watching the
turned into
door.
a race riot.
It was the one watching the door. You and him against
No,
all them.
look, it turned into a race riot.
Okay,
Every nigga,
against all the Mexicans.
and they started coming from all over the compound.
Well, it's 400.
Like word was traveling. People walking around telling motherfuckers coming in here with their knives and they sticks and they
going at it
and running out the door, trying to get back to their dorm.
So what happened to his eye? Was he? I mean, what happened to him?
They put that motherfucker in the hole for 2 years.
The man that got his eyes knocked out his head. What about the dude that did it?
They shipped. They shipped a lot of people out there riding. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy.
Yeah.
Next door to me, it was a boy looked just like me. He ain't threw a motherfucking punch. They took him to jail. He stayed right next door to me. I just knew they were taking me.
How long he did?
No, he ain't come back. To one of them other worser Jurassic Park ass prisons. Okay. So, boom. They took him to jail. I looked at my bunkie looked at me. He said, you know, they thought he was you.
Y'all look that much alike.
We look alike, and then he stayed right there. I stayed right here. It just.
So with the man's eyes, they put him back in his head. Was he blind? What?
Look.
I don't want to get.
One of his eyes, when he came out, one of his eyes didn't work. He had a patch on there, and the other one was cockeyed. And I told him, because he was unconscious, I said, hey, I'm the one saved you. Yeah, like he didn't know what I was talking about. I said, when they kick your ass to sleep, I was here. I was here. You think everybody gone? I was here. Right here in this dorm. They kick you to sleep right there. That's why your eye crooked, man. All right, play crazy. You know, try to play like no English, this and that. It don't matter. I didn't do it for you. I did it for them. I ain't want to catch a murder charge at the end.
Yeah, because he would have been out of there.
We don't did what we do. We don't prove the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dang, that's wild. Eyes out of socket. That's tough.
Yeah, eyes out the socket.
Did you go ahead?
I don't know. I don't see some people get stabbed up pretty good too, but just the eyes hanging out the socket.
You say you seen people getting stabbed up. Did you have to do any stabbing yourself? The surviving?
No, I ain't do no stabbing.
No.
I ain't do no stabbing. I did a little, you know, I don't hit somebody with a lock before.
And that lock in the sock.
I don't had a couple fights.
Yeah.
But I ain't did no stabbing.
Okay. Okay. Did you build any close relationships with anybody while you was in there? You got close friends?
Yeah. I got a good friend. We used to talk all the time. But my day be so busy. I just stopped talking. We talk in Facebook Reels.
Okay.
That's like how I talk now.
The videos?
Yeah.
Oh, you make content?
Look, it's just a small interview. I'm really a nut. Like
I'm saying you got a page? What you on Facebook?
Yeah, I got a page, but I don't do nothing with it. I don't do nothing with it. After I let my friend girl convinced me to take all the videos down.
Yeah, I remember you was telling me. But you work out.
But I ain't gonna blame her. I need to crank it back up here, because that was yesterday.
Crank it up.
Crank it up.
Crank it up.
What else you got going on? What else y'all got going on for the kids? What y'all got going on St. Pete? How y'all doing that? How many kids y'all taking?
Yeah. 3. It's 3 of us. 3 of us. I got my son, my nephew, and my youngest son. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You the coach.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna go. I don't want to go, but I'm gonna go. Look, cause it's like it's hard to get all the kids there at one time to really get them. And then we deal with so much
Complaining.
like these little fellas. They already professional trash talkers. To
They be cussing and everything. I'm trying to tell you, they don't got
PAN,
no respect.
FAN,
No respect.
fade me, get it. And you know, I'm still a little rough around the collar. My coach, get it off. Go in the bathroom and get it off. I ain't looking. I ain't looking. Just don't shoot nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do that. Don't do that.
Going the breeze way.
Yeah, get it over with. Get it off your chest.
They ain't gonna do nothing. Just be out there hype talking. They be hype talking.
Right. You can't hide under my coattail. Cause like I say, I don't get nothing else. I get to help young boys become stellar men. Cause I know guaranteed we giving them blocks to build on.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
They need to open their mind up though. That's all they need. They need to open their mind up.
The best thing we can do is just keep coming up and standing up to them. Cause they bullies. They bullies.
Yes, they
Look,
is.
they
yes,
bully their mama.
Yeah.
I'm here. Don't I know? I know. You bully your mama, and your mama bully your daddy. Facts. You
ain't used to this though, is you?
Huh?
Like you ain't used to this. You ain't used to this generation. You ain't used to the how backwards it is. Yeah.
Like when I growed up playing football, it was different. When you know, if you ain't want to be there, you just get off the field. If you ain't want to take the torture, that's part of it. It's hell.
Yeah.
And that's what they got to get through their mind. Fortnite is Fortnite.
Yeah, that is not the real world.
This right here is pressure.
Madden. They think they can get out here and hit stick somebody like a joystick.
Oh, they play Madden?
My son play Madden. That's what he prefer.
So
he on Madden.
I've been thinking about having a little tournament. Me and the other coach talking. Cause that's boring.
Go ahead.
You know, I've been thinking about just having a little getting like 2 or 3 PlayStations. And just get the team together and have a couple prizes. And just, just something to do other than, beating them upside their head.
That's what it's gonna take though, because they don't hang with each other. They don't consider each other friends.
They don't consider each other brothers and teammates. And
if they get outside of that field and get to know one another.
I like unity. We go over here, I want y'all to be orderly. These last couple of days, we ain't really it been all like torture. It's been all torture because of the attitudes.
Yeah.
Because we as coaches, we don't decide that, man, we'd rather not go. We'd rather break this shit up now. Yes. Yeah. We'd rather make you little motherfuckers quit now. You little counselors.
They all, it's a few of them on that team. My son got a PlayStation. I'm pretty sure my nephew got a PlayStation. somebody else on that team got a PlayStation, so you bring they
Look,
stack that
we don't
PlayStation
need
up.
but three.
Y'all. That's what I'm saying. Y'all meet up somewhere, one of the coaches' house or whatever. Y'all plug them stations in and y'all have at it.
Oh,
Sure.
right. I got the spot for it. I got the spot for it. Say gotta keep them all day, 2-3 hour little tournament. Y'all don't want to stay all day then.
Yeah.
Now y'all, it's different. Outside, you making friends for life. You finna know these people for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You finna look up and you finna be talking about, oh, that's so and so son. Well, I know your daddy, boy.
Yeah.
And hey, I like it out there. I played for the Lumberjacks. I played for Lakeland. Hey, it's good. It's good to give back, and it's a lot. It
Yeah.
is. That's why all the head coaches, I give them their props. I don't want to be the head coach.
Yeah, because it's a tough job.
Man, I'm good.
You got to deal with a lot.
Man, I get to call a little fella out on bullshit and feed him some squash and peas and some spinach so he can be big and strong in the mind and the spirit.
Yep.
Man, I won.
Yeah.
I
And that
won.
one kid, it ain't got to be all of them, just that one kid. That one kid.
But one thing I know, attitude is contagious. And
Yes.
like, our head coach had a big disadvantage because he in a wheelchair. So I know the kids, they ain't understanding, like, the fuck I need to listen to you for, nigga?
Yeah.
You shorter than me.
Yeah.
The fuck?
It's definitely an advantage. Right?
They ain't grasping. Dude got a great mind, man. It's mind over matter. This what you got to get.
That's what I was telling you though. Them kids, their mind ain't open.
This what you got to get. It's mind over matter.
Yeah.
But some of them starting to transform. Some of them trying to stand. Some of them starting to transform, and it's good.
Yeah.
That's what you want. You want little ducklings to turn into swans.
You want them to take off. They'll get there. You just gotta keep planting that seed in them. Definitely gotta keep planting that seed in them. All right. Well, when you was locked up, did you have a moment in time in there where you wanted to just say, man, this ain't a place for me. I'm gonna try to do better, do my best. I know you said you started going to school.
Oh, now after the first 3 years, I woke up and decided that every day I was gonna eat for my brain and eat for my soul. Every day I'm gonna try to get something. I'm gonna take this class. I'm gonna get this certificate. I'm gonna do that class till they run out of classes. I'm gonna stay busy with the positivity.
Right.
And I did. I did. I mean, that's when I woke up. I went down there, like everything started happening at once. I got a job down there in the factory. I did good in that after the factory. After the factory.
What you did in the factory? What is that?
Textile sewing. I sold army fatigues, bulletproof vests, anything that the military made.
Okay.
We did that by piece rate. And after that, I knew then that I could have got a job and worked somewhere.
Yeah.
And did all right.
When you was out here.
What? They got Chinese sewing factory. 26 left and 26 right. On 26 left, you got 2 operations to do. On each piece, 26 times.
Yeah.